Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Let's learn today the new method to solve a cubic equation or to find the different roots of the cubic equation. And this, before going to this new method, one small logic is there where we can come to know that whether it's one of the roots is plus one or minus one. This method is only for plus one or minus one. Plus one for plus one or minus one, we can do the hit and trial as well, but this method is quite quick and easy. And the method is for plus 1. In order to have plus 1 as the root, we have to just take the sum of all the coefficients, means of this a plus b plus c plus d. If sum of the coefficients is 0, then plus 1 is one of the roots. See here, we can cross check. 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. So this is minus 22 and this is plus 22 is equal to 0. Condition satisfied means plus 1 is the root, or we can say x minus 1 is a factor. Similarly, for example, here we can see if we can take the sum of all four coefficients, it's not equal to 0. See, 1 plus 13 plus 32 plus 20 is not equal to 0 because it's clearly visible all are positive numbers. So when adding positive number is not going to make it 0. So in this case, what we can try for minus 1. Like minus 1 is a root. We need to check. So what is the condition? For in order to have minus 1 as the root, the condition is sum of alternate coefficients. This first one and third one and second one and fourth one. So we can take the sum. So 1 plus 32 and here 13 plus 20, both are equal. You can see clearly both are equal. 33 means sum of alternate terms is equal. So in this case, if sum of alternate terms is equal, then what we can conclude, minus 1 is one root, or we can say x plus 1 is one factor. So based on this logic, we will go to our next point. So let's move, and our next method is, because this is called split grouping method, which is based on the concept which we have just discussed. And some important point, or we can say logic, is we have to see if last two terms, means coefficient of the last two terms, is much bigger than the coefficient of the first two terms, which is clearly visible there, 23 and 1, and here at 142 and 120. So in all such cases, we should try first for split grouping. And this is the first condition. And next condition is, which we have just discussed, we will check whether it has got plus or minus as roots or not. Or also we can check plus minus 2 as a root or not. We can check. So for plus 1 and minus 1, we already know the condition. And for plus 2 and minus 2, we can check by just hit and trial, just putting its value, and we can confirm whether it's coming to 0 or not. So in this case, first of all, we will try with plus 1 and minus 1. We can clearly see for plus 1, we have to check a plus b plus c plus d is equal to 0, and it's clearly coming out 0. 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120, it's 0. So plus 1 is the root. So one thing is confirmed, that plus 1 is the root. So after confirming plus 1 is the root, it means x minus 1 is a factor. Once one factor is known, we can simply start the split grouping. And what is split grouping? We should always start from the, it's better to start from the right side. We can start from left also, but at its factor x minus 1, it's easy to start from the right. We can start from both ways. It's not an issue. So here I'm starting from the right side. X minus 1, this minus 1 should be equivalent to this minus 120. So when this 120 will become minus 1, obviously when 120 will be taken as common. So I will split like that. I will write 120 as it is, and I have to make it minus 120 as a minus 1. It means 120 has to be taken out as a common. So I will break this 142 into 120x, and after deducting 120 from 142, the remained is 22x. So and similarly I have broken this 142 in two terms. Similarly I will break this 23 as well. So just just repeat this one, like here also minus 22x square, and then minus x square, and then this x cube will come down as it is. So this splitting is done. Now we can make pairs, first pair, second pair, and third pair, and simply take the common x square, x minus 1. We can just copy this x minus 1 two more times because two more pairs are there. So just adjust it, minus 22x, and here plus 120. X minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. We can take common x minus 1. What is left? X square minus 22x plus 120 is equal to 0. And this is the quadratic equation. So we can simply split it by middle term splitting. So this 120 is p, and this minus 22 is s. So this is minus 22, and this is 120. So middle term splitting, by middle term splitting we can easily see that this can be written as minus 12 into minus 10, and if we add this minus 12 and minus 10, it's coming minus 22. So simply it can be broken down into two parts, x minus 1, and here is x minus 12 and x minus 10. So these three roots we can get x is equal to 1, 12 and 10. So these are the three roots which all are real. So let's see another example. See, first of all we have to check plus or minus 1. So plus 1 is not possible because some of the all roots cannot be 0, because all are positive numbers, like 1, 13, 32, 20, all are positive numbers. So adding them will not make it 0. So simply we will try for minus 1. Condition for minus 1. What is the condition for minus 1? Sum of the alternate terms. Sum of the alternate terms should be the same. So 1 plus 32 is equal to 13 plus 20, 33. So condition is satisfied for minus 1. So minus 1 is root, that is x plus 1. X plus 1 is a factor. Factor is known, so we have to split it. 20 has to become 1. So just start the splitting. Write 20 as it is, and this 32 can be broken down into, in order to have 120 has to be taken out as common. It means we have to break 32 in terms of 20x and 12x. This 32 has been broken down into 12 and 32, but here if here it is 12, then we have to get 12 from this also. So write simply as 12x square plus x square, and just copy as it is this x cube. So this 13x square has been broken down into 1 and 12. So we can make three pairs, first, second, third, and start taking common. X square is the common, so x plus 1. Write two more times blindly, and then write a number to adjust it, like 12x here and here 20. So again x plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1 common. We can take the common, x square plus 12x plus 20 is left out. Again this is quadratic equation, just split it. And how to split? This is 20 and this is sum 12. It's very easy, 10 cross 2, and we can add 10 plus 2 as 12. So our factors are x plus 1, x plus 10 and x plus 2. All should be 0 individually in order to make it the complete thing is 0. So x will be minus 1, minus 10 and minus 2. These are the three real solution of this cubic equation. So let's move to the next one. So our first task is to check whether plus 1 or minus 1 is one of the roots or not. So plus 1 is not possible because sum of all the coefficients is not going to make it 0 because all are positive numbers. So we can try for minus 1, and minus 1, for minus 1 what is the condition? Sum of alternate pairs should be same. So 1 plus 44 is equal to 45, and next 12 plus 48 is greater than 45. It means these are not equal. So plus 1 or minus 1 are not the roots. So next we will try with plus 2 and minus 2 as a written trial, but plus 2 we can easily see plus 2 cannot be the solution, cannot be the root, because plus 2, if we use plus 2 in the place of x, then it will make a very huge value. So LHS will be greater than 0. So this is not possible. So we'll try with minus 2. So let's try with minus 2. So minus 2, simply put minus 2 in place of x, simply substitute it, we can say plus 12 into minus 2 whole square plus 44 minus 2 plus 48. It should make it 0. Check, this will minus 8, and this will become 12 4 48, and this will become minus 88 plus 48. Minus 8 plus 48, 40, minus 88 plus 48. So 40 and 48, it will become 88, and this minus 88, it's 0, means our condition is satisfied for minus 2. So minus 2 is one root. It means x plus 2 is a factor. Now we can do the splitting. So we have confirmed that x plus 2 is a factor. X plus 2 is a factor. Now just do the splitting. 48 in place of 2 means 48 has to be made as 2. So what we have to take common? Obviously 24. So we have to break this 44 into 24x plus 20x, and then this 12 can be broken down into 10x square plus 2x, and this x cube. So 12 is broken into 2 and 10, and this 44 is broken into 20 and 24. We have done the splitting, and now just make a pair. There are 3 pairs, so just take common thing, x square as the common, x plus 2, write 2 times more, x plus 2, then just do the adjustment, 10x, and here 24. This is the common, x plus 2, and what is left? X square plus 10x plus 24. Again, this is the quadratic equation, so just do the splitting. It's very easy, 6 times 4 and 6 plus 4. So x plus 2, x plus 6, x plus 4, it all should be 0, or product of all these 3 should be 0. So either of these 3 will be 0. So x is equal to minus 2 and minus 6 and minus 4. So they are the 3 real roots of this equation. So let's move to the next one. And here I have taken some examples for practice. So there are 5 examples for practice. You can start on your own, and in my next video we will come with another new method to solve quickly cubic equation. Thank you very much.